Hi everyone, Ms. Stillman here. This is the Homework 2 Key, the first official homework worksheet of the Trig unit. So if you take a look below, our first question is to find BC, and the hint was to use the Pythagorean theorem. Now, you might not always be told to use Pythagorean theorem, but if you're asked for sine, cosine, or tangent on a triangle and you're missing a side, you need to find that side first. So look at how I've done the Pythagorean theorem. X squared plus 5 squared equals 13 squared. X squared plus 25 equals 169. Subtract 25 on both sides, you get the 144. Square root to get x is 12. So that means BC is 12. Now, it actually turns out that you might know that 5, 12, 13 is a special combination. It's known as a Pythagorean triple. Just like 3, 4, 5 always goes together for Pythagorean theorem and right triangles. So 3, 4, 5 is also a Pythagorean triple. Now we're going to find the ratio sine A. Now I've already put in what all the ratios are just to help us, but that's what you'd be thinking about when you do this homework yourself. Sine A, opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, so I go to A, I go opposite 12 over the hypotenuse of 13, and that's your answer. Now we're still looking at cosine A, or the A angle. Adjacent is 5. And hypotenuse is again 13. Tangent A, we're looking at A, opposite over adjacent, 12 over 5. And now we're switching to B. So I'm going to do that with a squiggle. Angle B. Opposite is now 5. Hypotenuse is still 13. Cosine B, now I want adjacent. Now the adjacent is 12 over hypotenuse of 13. And tangent opposite, 5 over adjacent, 12. Okay, for the next problem, we're doing the same thing, writing the ratios, but also writing them as fractions. So when you do all the angles with x, you have 3/5, which is 0.6, 4/5, which is 0.8, and 3/4, which is 0.75. Now let's take a look at z. We're switching our perspective. Now using z, I don't want to use the old opposite and adjacent that I had noted for over there. Z, okay, opposite z will be 4. Hypotenuse is 5. 4/5 is also known as 0.8. Z, okay, go to Z, and we think cosine adjacent, adjacent here, 3 over hypotenuse 5. 3 divided by 5 is also 0.6. And opposite over adjacent, opposite 4, adjacent 3, 4/3. And that's a decimal 1.3 repeating. So the way we write that down, okay, well, they want us to round to nearest hundredth, that's 1.33. On the next page, we're thinking about cofunctions to start. When you see sine and cosine together, think 90 degrees. Those two angles, the theta and the 45, are complementary. They add to 90. So we could just do 90 minus 54 is 36. Or you can set up an equation with the theta and the 54, add them, equal to 90, solve for theta, it's 36. Same with number 4, sine and cosine. Oh, these particular angles will add together and equal 90. This is my little reminder that I can set up an equation. 2x plus 4 plus the 28 equals 90. We're going to combine our like terms, the 4 and the 28. So we get 2x plus 32 is 90. Subtract the 32 on both sides. You get 2x equals 58. Divide by 2, you get x equals 29. And they wanted the value of x, so we are done with that question. The last 3 questions are multiple choice questions regarding a specific trig function. This one's tan A. So that means I go to angle A, there's angle A. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. Opposite, adjacent. Oops, that's a J. Adjacent, so that's 7 over 24, that's choice 4. Now the last question, second to last question, number 6, I've done a lot of labeling for you. They want angle B, they want sine, opposite over hypotenuse, opposite 8, hypotenuse 10, right as a fraction, pick answer choice 4. Now just in case this was a different multiple choice question and you saw 4/5, that would have been okay as well, but usually we do not simplify fractions when we do trig. Okay, last question. They want sine of angle x. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. We go to angle x, opposite hypotenuse, 28 over 53. Oh, that's choice 1.